Muhammad did not write the Quran completely. It's a collection of different things, and Ọlọ́run ló inspire everybody in their own way.
Allah ló inspire. Ọlọ́run mọ̀ pa ẹ̀ ẹjọ́. Ọlọ́run mọ̀ pa ẹ̀.
Okay, when you say Allah, who is actually that entity that is called Allah, that is called that is called the Holy Spirit, that is called maybe the creator of heaven and earth.
Mama mi princess, ibo lẹ ń lọ gangan ba.
Ibi tẹ́mi lọ ni wípé the same logic tẹ́ ń lò láti analyze the practice of Islam can be used to analyze the practices tí ó wà in any religion, and that is because àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n dá religion yẹn sílẹ̀, like Prophet Muhammad, he was born into a culture, and our culture yẹn máa ń supersede our religion tó ti wà nílẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. So téèyàn bá dé, you can choose and pick wàá mélè depending of nǹkan tí o bá agree wípé nǹkan tó suit ẹ̀sìn àbí ìgbàgbọ́.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe báyìí, ìyá mi Prince.
Okay, now. Mo fẹ́ mọ bí tí wọ́n lọ, wọ́n ti land. Òmùrò ni màmá mi ẹjọ́ ní ṣókí láàrin 1 minute, ẹ round up, ẹ fìdí ibi tẹ́ ẹ lọ gangan.
So what I'm actually saying is, for you to be able to analyze and say this practice tí àwọn Muslims tó fi sílẹ̀, àwọn Sabians ni wọ́n ní, àwọn èèyàn kan ni wọ́n ní, the issue is kí ni culture àwọn tó wà ní ìlú yẹn kó tó dé jẹ́ pé Prophet Muhammad or the concept of Allah came into existence. Kí ni àwọn ìgbàgbọ́ wọn? Kí ni àwọn practices wọn? Can you tease them apart to say this is actually a religion, this is a way of life? That is very significant, and nobody can do that.
Ẹ ṣeun ìyá wa, Mùsùlùmí ni yín mà.
I used to be a Muslim and I'm a Christian now, so I have the ability to combine all together. I'm a free thinker.
You are a free thinker, see?
Yes.
Okay. So, gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ sọ kalẹ̀ báyìí, mo try, bóyá èmi dẹ̀ ni, bóyá èmi ni mo ṣe try láti get ibi tẹ́ lọ gangan. Mo ṣe find it difficult láti wò pé ibi gangan torí mi ò mọ nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀.
Ibi tí mo ń lọ gangan ni wípé when you use the word religion, it's a lot of concepts put together. And the practices...
Please, ẹjọ́ ẹni sùúrù, ìyá wa princess ẹni sùúrù, ẹjọ́ mà. Ìta ń ṣe yìí pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ sọ, kí ló kàn wá pẹ̀lú gbogbo tẹ́ sọ pẹ̀lú nǹkan táwọn gbé kalẹ̀.
Nǹkan tó fi kàn wá ni wípé you cannot say Muhammad is copy and paste. What do you mean by that? It is not copy and paste.
Mú ti sí mo ṣe mọ ibi tó yẹ kẹ́ kọ́kọ́ ṣe wé ṣe ra lọ látàárọ̀ tẹ́ ń lọ bí ilẹ̀kẹ̀ ìdí yẹn. Ìyẹn bá ti kọ́kọ́ sọ pé ibi tẹ́ fẹ́ fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ sí ni. Káyé Muhammadu pasán. Kí ti Muhammadu ta, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bá mi gbé Quran 65 aya 4 jáde. Mi ò ẹ má lọ́rọ̀ báyà ìsọ. Ẹ bá gbé Quran 64 aya 5 síta. Kàkà yá wa. Àròjọ́ mi bá kò sẹ́jọ́ afẹ́ mọ̀ bóyá olórí burúkú ni Muhammad ni àbí wèrè ni ẹgbẹ́ agbékùnrán síta. Gbogbo àwọn ẹjọ́ wọ̀nyẹn kò ká ní stress. Ẹ̀ka ìyá mi princess ẹjọ́ bá ka àyà ìkínbá kẹ́ bá tú ní bó bá ṣe yé yín sí ẹ̀ka àyà ìkẹ́ bá wa tú.
No, well, taba, okay, ẹ já lọ pẹ̀lú ilé náà. Ó yá. Ìyá wa ṣe lè ka Gẹ̀ẹ́sì.
Princess à ń retí yín ẹ bá wa mú tó kẹ́ bá wa kà tó ní mo rí pé mo tẹ̀ like voice yín àwọn obìnrin mo máa like wa ohùn wa máa ń jáde kí n hide the feelings wa máa ń sọ bó ṣe rí princess ẹ jọ̀ọ́ máa bá wa kà àyà ìkẹ́ jẹ́ ká jọ túmọ̀.
Okay, so it says, as for your women past the age of menstruation, in case you do not know, their waiting period is 3 months. And those who have not menstruated as well. As for those who are pregnant, their waiting period ends with delivery. And whoever is mindful of Allah, He will make their matters easy for them.
Mama mi, ẹ ṣé gan ni ma. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ma, báwo lẹ ṣe understand kíni yẹn sí nǹkan tẹ́ kà yín ṣe lè bá wa tú bẹ́ ṣe understand sí ma.
Yes, this is an abstract, which means pé kéèyàn yọ nǹkan kúrò nínú kan. The question is,
ẹni
what's
sùúrù mà
the
ẹni sùúrù mà
context?
no ẹni sùúrù ẹ má wọrí màmá mi ṣé ká lọ gbé láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ fún yín kẹ́ ẹ bá wa
Yes.
ẹ fẹ́ gbé láti ìyá wa ẹ bá wa gbé àyà ayẹ yẹn ẹ bá wa gbé láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àyà 1 2 3 and 4 ó kù méjì ṣebí 4 la kà yìí ẹ gbé 1 2 3 ẹ wá kàn kà kò sí problem àwa wà ní déédéé fún yín ẹ gbé láti nọ́mbà 1 máa gbé fún yín ẹ máa bá wa kà ẹ ṣeun mà.
Okay. Bá ní kí ìyàwó àkọ́ bá wa sọ kọ́nsẹ̀tì àbí
ṣebí
kọ́nsáàtì.
kà láti ni ṣebí bí wàá ṣe ń
Nǹkan tí
kóra
mo
wa
mí
síbẹ̀
ni pé
mo fẹ́ satisfy ìyá wa ni.
wọ́n yọ kúrò láàrin
ẹ
nǹkan ní
má
so
wọrí
the
ẹ má wọrí wọn máa
context.
gbé wá ẹ má wọrí màmá mi wọn máa gbé wá ẹ máa kà ẹ má wọrí wọn máa gbé wá láti 1 tẹ ẹ máa kà tó ẹ máa lè ṣàlàyé fún wa.
Lórí yín Quran fẹ́ sọ̀kalẹ̀.
Jọ́dá fún wà lọ́wọ́ mi tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kí n.
Sọ̀kalẹ̀ dé o.
Kí lẹ sọ?
Quran ti sọ̀kalẹ̀ dé o.
Ẹ ṣeun ìyá wa ẹ ṣe àdúpẹ́. Nice one. So kàn gbé ẹ bá wa kàn gbé bẹ́yìn kan máa bá wa kà. Ìyá wa ẹ go ahead ma.
Okay, O Prophet, instruct the believers who have intent to divorce women, then divorce them with concern for their waiting periods, and count it accurately, and fear Allah, your Lord. Do not force them do not force them out of their homes, nor should they leave, unless they commit a blatant misconduct. These are the limits set by Allah, and whoever transgresses Allah's limits has truly wronged his own soul. You never know, perhaps Allah will bring about a change in hearts later. Then when they have almost reached the end of their waiting period, either retain them honorably or separate from them honorably, and call 2 of your reliable men to witness either way, and let the witnesses bear the true testimony. For the sake of Allah, this is enjoined on whoever has faith in Allah and the last day, and whoever is mindful of Allah, you will make a way out of them, and provide for them from sources they could never imagine. And whoever puts their trust in Allah, then He alone is sufficient for them. Certainly, Allah achieves His will. Allah has always set a destiny for everyone. So based on the few readings, Timothy Kai,
Ẹ má wọrí ẹ ka ya 4 yẹn jẹ́ ká kúkú ka 4 yẹn so that ká lè tú gbogbo ẹ̀ papọ̀. Ẹ kúkú ka last one tá gbé wá lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn ẹ understand so that ẹ lè tú gbogbo á lè jọra wọn. Okay, ìyẹn lélẹ̀ máa bá wa kúkú kà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Okay, so the last one, I'm understanding. Now I understand the concept. So concept statement based on what I've read. In Koti, this passage is in the wait period, probably for divorce. Is that what it's talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. And so what is wrong? Kilo kini problem.
Princess.
Yes.
Ẹ ka àyà tó wà lójú bọ́ọ̀dù yìí. Eléyìí tí mo gbé
Rárá,
ẹ bá wa tú kà kẹ́ wá tú.
Okay, as for your women past the age of menstruation, so menopause, let's put that way. In case you do not know, their waiting period is 3 months, okay? And those who have not menstruated or menstruation, as for those who have, and as for those who are pregnant, their waiting period ends with delivery. And whoever is mindful of Allah, He will make their matters as easy, make the matters easy for them.
Our princess, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé lè bá wa wá tú mo rò pé láti number 1 tẹ́ ti gbẹ̀yìn ẹ ti rí pé it's about divorce. Allah guide àwọn ọkọ wa in case tó bá fẹ́ divorce ó ń try láti ṣàlàyé wọn. So this particular one ni èmi wá ní problem pẹ̀lú. So this particular one tẹ́ kà yìí ṣé lè bá wa tú with bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe understand ẹ̀ ṣé lè bá wa tú ma.
Yes, so the this is just knowledge of human being, okay? I'm a physician, I'm a practicing physician. So tí èèyàn bá ní oyún, let's even bí tẹ́mi ti kà tó ti yé mi ni wípé tí èèyàn bá ní oyún, even tí ó bá lóyún tó bá miss menstrual period ẹ̀, oyún yẹn lè má yọ until tí oyún yẹn bá pé 12 weeks, which is 3 months. At 12 weeks, tí èèyàn bá fọwọ́ kan ikùn ẹni tó ní oyún, èèyàn á lè feel ibi tí uterus yẹn wà. Tí èèyàn bá divorce and ó fẹ́ mọ̀ bí ọmọ ẹ ló gbé lọ síta àbọ̀ ọmọ ẹ lòmíì ni, especially ní
ṣáyà
ayé
yìí màmá mi ṣáyà yìí lẹ̀ ń tú àbí àyà
àyà
mi.
yìí ni mò ń tú from nǹkan tó sọ, because you have to put a context to what you want to explain.
ṣé kọ́ńtẹ́ẹ̀sì titi yín ẹ má gbàgbé pé there is sábàbù náà there is tẹ̀sí ìta lè fi tú àyà yìí ṣé tútù titi yín lẹ́yìn ń tu ni
Okay, ẹ̀yẹn tú
àbí
titi
tútù
yín dẹ̀,
ẹni sùúrù mà
ẹ̀yẹn tú titi yín kẹ́mi.
princess
Yes.
princess ẹ hold on ṣe rí nǹkan tẹ̀ ká yìí èmi fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ kà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ká yìí ẹ kàn tú bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ má ì tí ì tú ní understanding titi yín tẹ bá ẹ kọ́kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe kà á ná ẹ tú bẹ́ẹ̀ ná tẹ bá wá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tán a máa wá gbé tẹ̀sír síta ṣe understand ẹ má ì tí ì fi ọgbọ́n titi yín tú ẹ ti fẹ́ máa fọgbọ́n ti yín tú.
Mi ò fi títẹ̀ tú.
Yeah,
I'm
ẹ
using
tú bẹ́ẹ̀
my
ṣe kà á tẹ́ ṣe kà á
mi
gẹ́lẹ́
ò
ẹ
lè
tú bẹ́ẹ̀.
tú bí n ṣe kà without using my understanding. Okay.
No màmá mi ẹ wà màmá mi ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú princess ẹ jọ̀ọ́ àǹtí mi mo bẹ̀ yín lórúkọ lójú ẹ̀yin ẹ ti kà fún wọn.
àtìsí princess àwọn wo ni ò tí máa ṣe nǹkan oṣù tọ́ní kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ńlẹ̀ yẹn.
Okay. Àwọn there's a waiting period. Remember, it says a waiting period. A waiting period means wípé time tẹ gbọ́dọ̀ dúró kó tó di pé gbogbo nǹkan yẹn tó máa fi ṣẹlẹ̀ bí ẹ fẹ́ kọ̀yàn sílẹ̀ or not. Remember all the verses, the main contest or the main topic
Àwọn wo
here
ni
is
ò tí máa ṣe nǹkan
a
oṣù
waiting
níbẹ̀ yẹn.
period. Yes. So ọmọ tí ò bá tí ì ṣe nǹkan oṣù, tí ó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ the issue of èèyàn ṣe nǹkan oṣù kò ṣe nǹkan oṣù, there's what they call ẹni tí ò ṣe nǹkan oṣù lóyún. I just want you to understand that.
ok ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe báyìí àwọn wo ló possible tí ẹ jẹ́ ká lo different àwọn míì náà nìyẹn wọ́n ṣe nǹkan oṣù rí láyé wọn.
Wọ́n ṣe nǹkan oṣù rí, but the first time you menstruate, ó mì pé o ti ovulate 2 weeks before the menstruation. Nǹkan tó mì nìyẹn.
kò ṣe nǹkan oṣù rí.
Yes, ó lè bímọ. Yes, ẹni tó ṣe nǹkan oṣù rí.
age àwọn tí ẹni wọn ṣe nǹkan oṣù rí yẹn tó dẹ̀ lóyún yẹn age wo lẹ feel pé wọ́n lè wà tí wọ́n lè experience irú tó lè wà nírú ipò yẹn.
It could be as early as 8. Ó kàn depend lórí nutrition ọmọ yẹn. Ọmọ 8 years ń ṣe menstruation. Yes.
ok ìyá wa ṣe now àwọn tí wọ́n ti máa ṣe nǹkan oṣù tá là ń bá wí bí that means àwọn ọmọ píníṣín right. ok ancestor mi fẹ́ gba mic lẹ́nu yẹn continue.
ṣeun ìyá wa màmá mi princess ẹ ṣeun ìyá wa mo tiẹ̀ láìkì yín ìyá dáadáa ni mo máa like àwọn obìnrin a máa ń kà mo tiẹ̀ ti wá ẹ ṣeun ìyá wa princess ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mà ṣe ti bímọ.
Mo ti bímọ, yes, my last born is 20 years.
Mom sí mi ẹ má bínú torí Ọlọ́run mo tiẹ̀ ti yájú sí yín ẹ ṣeun ìyá mi. ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ìyá mi ṣé ẹ lè fi ọmọ tẹ́ bí ọmọ ọdún 9 ṣe lè fi kó máa lọ ilé ọkọ ṣe lè fi fọ́kọ mà.
That was the reason tí mo ṣe sọ wípé.
No, èmi kàn tẹ̀ ṣì béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín ni personally pé you as a person.
Yes, tó bá yẹ pé time tí mo wà time tí wọ́n ti kọ Quran yẹn ni. Tó bá yẹ pé nǹkan tí wọ́n practice níbẹ̀ ni mi ò ní option nǹkan yẹn náà ni ma practice. That is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. Nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ ń sìn ni pé ọmọ yín ọmọ ọdún 4, ọmọ ọdún 8, 9 tí ò tí ṣe nǹkan oṣù ẹ lè fà lé ọkọ lọ́wọ́ ká ní pé time tí wọ́n kọ Quran ní nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ fi dé mọ́.
Because
ẹni sùúrù
yes, because
ẹjọ́ 1 minute mo fẹ́ fìdí nǹkan kan múlẹ̀. Wọ́n ní pé nígbà tí wọ́n kọ Quran ṣe mọ̀ pé Rọ̀súlù láì náà ó fẹ́ Àìṣà lọ́mọ ọdún 4 ó dẹ̀ bá sùn lọ́mọ ọdún 9. So ìyá wa princess ń sìn Princess Bank wọ́n sọ fún wa ń sìn pé ká ní pé during the time of Muhammadu ni àbí tó bá jẹ́ pé a mọ̀ pé Quran ó wà fún today, tomorrow and forever. So ìsìn ìyá wa ń fìdí ọ̀rọ̀ aláàmúlẹ̀ ni pé ọmọ àwọn táwọn òbí tán dẹ̀jẹ̀ lé lórí àwọn lè fi fún ọkùnrin kó máa bá sùn ní ọmọ ọdún 8, ọmọ ọdún 9 àtọmọ ọdún 10 ìyá wa láwọn lè ṣe lára àwọn ọmọ wọn kódà.
Mo ní yes tó bá jẹ́ pé táàmù tí wọ́n kọ Quran yẹn táàmù yẹn ni wọ́n that is why tí mo kọ́kọ́ sọ statement.
Ṣé Quran ti wà outdated ni ìyá mi?
Let me say something. There's nothing like the Quran is outdated. The concept is there. Ẹ̀yin lẹ máa mọ bẹ́ ṣe máa modify concept yẹn to fit the current situation. And that was why ìgbà tí mo kọ́kọ́
princess hold on ẹ má bínú.
Aṣẹ́rìṣà ọ̀rọ̀ yóò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ yín rárá o. Ṣé ìṣe wà mẹ́?
hold on, princess.
Yes.
Ṣé Allah ṣé ó mọ ọjọ́ iwájú?
Okay, then if that is the case,
Hello,
maybe
ẹni sùn ṣé Allah mọ ọjọ́ iwájú?
yes, I can say.
Okay,
Remember,
now, hold on.
okay.
Ṣé Allah mọ̀ wípé tó bá ń dó ọmọdé, ó lè ya òbó wọn mọ́ ìdí wọn? Ṣé Allah ó mọ science débẹ̀?
Who are you calling Allah? Are you calling Allah Muhammad? Let's clear that first.
No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah.
Which is the one that nobody knows, nobody sees, but we believe is in existence. And that is supposed to be the
I
question.
don't believe in Allah, but Muslim did.
Okay.
So ṣé Allah ṣé ó mọ science? Hold on. Ṣé o pé according to Quran, wọ́n ní Allah ló dá wa. Ó mọ wájú, ó mọ ẹ̀yìn. So now, ṣé Allah ṣé ó mọ science débi wípé there is health challenge when a grown-up man is having sexual intercourse with a little girl? Does Allah know science to that level?
Okay, it's Allah that wrote the Quran.
Is Allah that revealed the Quran to our
He
Nabi?
revealed it, and we as human beings interpreted it in the way we understood it.
Hello, ma. My question is, does Allah has the knowledge of science to know that when a grown-up man is having sexual intercourse with a little girl, ó máa fa fictulus fún ọmọ yẹn? Ṣé Allah mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀?
So you're asking me that question, I will answer you in the way I can answer it. And that is simply is, if Allah created human beings, okay, the most complex science in existence, even up to today, is the creation of human beings.
Hello, sir. Hello, ma.
Okay?
My
So
question
let
is,
me
hello.
answer your question
You are
right
not
now.
answering my question.
I'm answering your question, but I have to
Ṣé mo pé
understand you.
ọ̀pọ̀ ancestors ló ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀, mo kàn sáré gba minute ni, ẹ má jẹ́ kí wọ́n pa máìkì mi. So now, ẹ dá omi lóhùn kíákíá. Ṣé Allah ṣó mọ science? Ṣó ní knowledge science yẹn wípé tí àgbàlagbà bá ń dó ọmọdé, ó máa fún ọmọ yẹn ní health challenge, ìyẹn tó ń pè ní fistula. Ṣálà mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀?
ọmọ lè bleed kú as a result of intercourse. Ọmọ mo ti rí ọmọ dáadáa tó ti bleed kú nítorí pé ó ń bá sùn. Ọmọ 8 years ó dẹ̀ bleed kú.
So
Yeah.
you're not interpreting the Quran in the way it should be interpreted.
Hello,
So
ma.
àwọn nǹkan tẹ̀
Hello,
ń
ma.
ṣe yẹn ń
Hello,
ṣe
ma.
interjection
Hello,
lè
ma.
ṣe. And that is not how to think
Ṣé
through.
Allah mọ̀ wípé ẹ̀yin ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹ ti
Okay, tí Allah ò bá mọ̀, but he has the knowledge to create human beings into existence.
Allah
That is the
doesn't
point
know,
I'm-
because tí Allah bá mọ̀ wípé tó bá ń dó ọmọdé, ó lè fún ọmọ yẹn ní àìsàn. Allah ò ní fọwọ́ sí kẹ́ máa dó ọmọdé. Débi
Okay.
pé ó ń fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa kàn án lẹ̀. Now,
Not
àwọn ọmọ
not
pé
necessarily.
hold on. You
Let
call
me
yourself.
come there. Let me come
Hold
there.
on. Ẹ pe ara yín ní something practitioner. Ká ní mo mọ bí tẹ́
I'm
wà
a
ní.
family practitioner in United States of America. Okay, so whatever information
Practitioner
I'm
what? Practitioner kí
I'm
lẹ̀
a
practice?
family practice practitioner in the United States of America.
Family
And so,
practitioner.
yes,
What
a
is
family practitioner. I'm a family practice physician, board certified. So, family doctor.
Family doctor. Then defend the
I'm
child
not
marriage.
defending. I'm making you understand something. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe
Cherry,
is
ká ní mo mọ bí
let me
tẹ́ wà ní.
finish
Ó yẹ kó
talking.
gba license yín.
Wọ́n bí yín re, wọ́n kò sí ẹni tó lè gba license mi.
Ṣé
That's
ká
why
try?
you try it and see. And that is why I'm saying, listen to me.
Big Joe, ẹ lọ sábàbù náà sọ ayé ẹ lọ clear rẹ̀ náà. Táwọn kọ Kùránì ni.
Ẹ máa gbọ́ ìyá yẹn ò sọ pé
Ẹ
máa débẹ̀.
jẹ́ kí mi sọ̀rọ̀. Remember, when I first started talking, the first statement I made was when there is a norm. A norm means pé báwọn èèyàn yẹn ṣe ń practice. That doesn't make it right. But in that time and period, that is their practice. When if you're in Rome, you behave like a Roman. Okay? And our èèyàn Lama determine what the norm should be. And I will give you an example. Right now in the United States, you have gays, you have lesbians. That wasn't the norm.
Princess ẹ jẹ́ kó gbé sábàbù náà sọ ayé ẹ jáde. Ogun tẹ́ ń claim yẹn.
Princess,
ẹni sùúrù princess ẹni
Threaten
sùúrù.
my license because of
Àṣẹ òrìṣà ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ ní sùúrù àṣẹ
This is
òrìṣà.
very ridiculous.
Understand?
As
Wọ́n
I
argue.
said,
Wọ́n mọ̀.
Intellectual relationship,
Hold on, Madam
intellectual
Princess.
challenge ni à ń ṣe.
Ẹ ní
So-
sùúrù. Ẹ understand, Madam Princess. Even we have 804. Don't listen sí one bí
a
báyìí.
jẹ́ pé orí àlá ò
Me,
pé nìyẹn
as a
tó
mother,
àlá
I
ò
am
kí
highly
I'm
nìyẹn.
really
disappointed.
very interested. I saw the number.
I, as a mother, and we have mother here, on behalf of all mothers, we are disappointed in you. You are not representing, you are not a good mother. You are not representing women. You are a disgrace to us. On behalf of every other women, don't be motor one be by. You are not supposed to be a mother. You don't deserve to be a mother. If you can be a doctor that you know the effect of intercourse on children, and you as a doctor, you came to this place and be defending this thing and even claiming you are
Listen
a
to me.
doctor.
I'm not
Excuse me.
defending anything. I'm not.
And you still
Hold on,
have
let
the
somebody
God.
talk. Ẹ̀yin doctor apàwọn
And
èèyàn
you
wọ̀nyẹn.
have the God to come here.
Tamani nìyẹn. Kì í jẹ́ kó wọ̀nyàn.
Kí lẹ fẹ́ sọ ẹni pé ọmọdé.
Listen to me. You didn't let me call. That is why I said when I first started my speech, my concept was to let you understand that things do change based on the norm.
That means
If
Allah
you
does
live-
not
ẹ jẹ́
Allah
kí n
does
sọ̀rọ̀
not have
délẹ̀, ẹ
brain.
jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀
If he
délẹ̀,
allow
ẹ jẹ́
that,
kí n
those
sọ̀rọ̀
then.
délẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí n
Kí
sọ̀rọ̀
lẹ ń
délẹ̀.
sọ délẹ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń
Nǹkan tí
defend
mo ń
child
sọ
marriage.
délẹ̀ ni wípé do not interpret that Quran with modern things.
Okay,
There's what they call
now
norms.
you do the interpretation. Let me
Okay,
bring
so
you back.
my interpretation was based on the time when this thing was in existence. That was the norm.
Okay, hold on.
Let me finish.
Prince,
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n
hold
sọ̀rọ̀
on.
délẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ délẹ̀.
Hold on.
The issue of ọmọ
Hold on, Prince. If that is the practice of then, ó yẹ kí Allah wà wise enough. The implication, the result, tí ká máa bá ọmọdé sùn, ó yẹ kí Allah ní knowledge yẹn wípé there will be a side effect. Ibẹ̀ ló yẹ kẹ́ ronú lọ wípé Allah òkìní yẹn gbà yẹn, ó yẹ kí Allah wà wise enough láti mọ̀ wípé there will be implication for a grown-up man having sexual intercourse with a little girl.
See, you are being very, you are narrowing that. See this passage here? Mi ò tí kárí, but it's a very intense way of looking at things. Ní passage tẹ́ mi ká yẹn, èmi ò rí ọmọ 8 years tó dárúkọ, and so we're trying to analyze.
Okay, àwọn
so
wo ni ò tí máa ṣe nǹkan oṣù?
Don't quote me out of context, okay? So the passage I read has not mentioned an 8-year-old being sexually assaulted. So let's get that clear.
Let me use your own now. Àwọn wo lẹ̀yin rò pé àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké tí ò tí máa ṣe nǹkan oṣù tí Allah ń bá wí níbí?
Remember, this passage here did not talk about intercourse. This passage is talking about a wait period. A wait period.
Okay, àwọn tẹ́ ẹ̀ tí bá sùn, kí lẹ fẹ́ máa wait fún wọn fún?
Okay, and I will explain to you if you let me land. So if you have somebody, tẹ́ bá jẹ́ pé okay bí ọmọ kékeré tí ẹ̀ tí bá sùn, okay, tí bá sùn, but that doesn't mean that person cannot get pregnant when you're still under the umbrella of a man. If you wait enough, you'll be able to tell if she's pregnant or not.
Ẹ sáré bá mi ka àyà ìka padà sórí ọ̀dà àyà yẹn. Ẹ sáré bá mi ka àyà Quran 33:49.
Oh, believers, if you marry believing women and then divorce them before you touch them, okay? Divorce them before you touch them. Then we have no waiting period for your court. That is very excellent. And that is what I'm trying to say here. So the issue of
Continue.
So give them a suitable compensation and let them go graciously. Okay? So the issue of somebody bringing an 8-year-old to be sexually assaulted is out of context. And for you to start abusing my personality,
Madam Prince, am I go?
Yeah, so nobody.
Hold on.
Let us discuss. All we are doing is discussion, intellectual discussion.
Hold on, madam. Àṣẹ òrìṣà ẹ fi kọ́ bá fẹ́ bú ìyá yẹn jẹ́ kó bú ìyá yẹn ti sọ jargons ẹ fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ kọ́ bá fẹ́ bú ọkọ bú wọn. Hold on, represent àwa obìnrin dáadáa kẹ́ lọ jókòó a doctor defending this thing. Ìdí tí mo fi gbé Quran 33:49 yẹn wá kẹ́ fi kà ní wípé àwọn tí Allah ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ní Quran bíbá yìí wọ́n ti dó wọn. ọkọ wọn ti dó wọn ṣó ti yé yín ìdí tí mo fi ní kẹ́ jẹ́ ká sáré lọ wo cause ẹ fẹ́ máa yí wípé bóyá àwọn tí wọn ti dó no wọ́n ti dó wọn now mi fẹ́ misunderstood yín cause ẹ ti mú bínú as obìnrin tẹ̀dẹ̀lẹ̀ pera yín ní doctor so now mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ka kíní again kẹ́ wá interpret ẹ̀ àwọn wo ni ọmọ tí ò tí máa ṣe nǹkan oṣù like what age lẹ pè wọ́n kán lè jẹ́ ẹ ṣàlàyé fún wa so that ẹ jẹ́ ká wò bóyá ẹ ti bá yà ẹ pàdé rí ẹ ti bá pàdé rí ẹ ti bá rí pàdé now ẹ jẹ́ ká assume pa fẹ́ start afresh ẹ bá wa ka àyà yìí àwọn wo ni wọ́n kéré tí wọ́n ti máa ṣe nǹkan oṣù tí Allah sọ pé tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kọ̀ wọ́n sílẹ̀ kẹ́ wait fún àti mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ waiting period ẹ ní láti máa ṣàlàyé yẹn fún wa àwọn ọmọdé yẹn là wà ní interest sí ẹ ṣe mà. tán máìkì yín kẹ́ tẹ̀síwájú.
So the issue of men.
ẹ jọ ṣán drop wọn ni àbí network ni.
Guest has gone offline.
Offline.
She left.
Well,
I'm a gba license here as doctor.
No.
ẹ jẹ́ kí bàbá ẹgbẹ́rẹ́ mi ti sọ̀rọ̀.
Big Jos, ẹ má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Tẹ́ bá ti ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ẹ ní jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa. Ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa. Ṣé kí nǹkan tí mò ń sọ? Nǹkan téèyàn bá sọ, rẹ fi lè hold it responsible. So ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa. Kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó wrong nínú nǹkan tí wọ́n ń sọ technically. But ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n land dáadáa. Ṣé kí nǹkan tí mò ń sọ? Let her express herself. There's nothing, wrong in expressing yourself. Ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n express ara wọn dáadáa. That's all ìmú fẹ́ sọ. Tó bá tọrọ mi bá yé yín.
All right, okay. Ẹ ṣeun bàbá wa.
Ṣé bàbá mi má bínú? Ó yá ìyá wa princess ẹ káàbọ̀.
So go ahead.
So I'm not sure if I'm still connected here because the line went off. Let's see.
You are
And
connected.
ma.
Okay, so the time tí ọmọ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ menstruation àbí kò bẹ̀rẹ̀ menstruation depends on a lot of things. It also depends on the family history. Ẹlòmíì lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ before 8, ẹlòmíì lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ at 16. You see? But just like I said, all these are being quoted out of context. And I'll give you a very typical example. In the Christianity, they have what they call the Old Testament and the New Testament. And so some of the practices that were in the Old Testament go seen in the New Testament. And that also is applicable to the Quran. So when you want to quote things out of context, please be more reasonable and apply it to what modern age is. Tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ fi ọmọ 8 years fún ọkọ ní ayé tá a wà yìí is outside the norm because the legal age for a child has been defined. But in the olden days, that was the practice.
Okay,
So,
Prince. Dámi nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ fún wa sí pé dámi ọ̀rọ̀ Allah ó ti wà outdated.
So wọn practice kíní yẹn mọ́ bá ó ti stop.
Ṣé
Big Jos,
nǹkan tí mo wá ní pẹ̀lú ìyàwó ẹni wípé tí ẹ bá feel pé ọ̀rọ̀ Allah kò bá ayé òde òní mu, that means Allah nídìí èèyàn tó máa kọ́ ní ẹ̀kọ́ science.
Okay, so if you call yourself a Muslim, that's what they call the hadiths. Have you read the hadith?
Every hadith in there, or hadith scholarship, so
I will have to leave right now.
You can leave if you want to leave. Defending child marriage, come and do ọmọdé.
Nobody is saying that. The text I read does not say that, so do not quote me.
Okay, if you say it does not say, let me bring
do not quote
the
me out of context, and you cannot quote
ancestor,
me out of
context. Okay, this is Tafsir Ibn Abbas. To ṣàlàyé Quran 65 verse 4. Only and for such of your women as despair for menstruation because of old age.
Wọ́n ní fún àwọn obìnrin yìí tí wọ́n ṣe nǹkan oṣù mọ́ nítorí pé ọjọ́ orí wọn ti dàgbà àwọn bíi 50, 40 something tó ń ṣe nǹkan oṣù mọ́ o.
If you doubt about their waiting period.
Wọ́n ní tẹ́ bá ń ṣe iyèméjì nípa time tẹ́ máa fi dúró fún wọn o.
Their period of waiting shall be 3 months.
Wọ́n ní oṣù mẹ́ta lẹ máa fi dúró tẹ́ máa fi wò wọ́n.
Upon which another man asked.
Àwọn onílára àwọn sàábí wá béèrè pé Rasulullah o.
Oh, messenger of Allah.
Oh, Rasulullah.
What about the waiting period of those who have not menstruated.
Wọ́n ní
Menstruation. Sorry.
wọ́n ní ó Rasulullah. Báwo àwọn ọmọ tó wà lára tá a ti fẹ́ tán tí máa ṣe nǹkan oṣù rárá bí àwọn ọmọ mọ́mì wa bí àwọn ọmọ mọ́mì wa
Because
báyìí.
they are too young.
Nítorí pé wọ́n ti kéré jù lọ́jọ́ orí adẹ̀ tí kò bá sùn fún wọn. How many months la máa fi dúró báyìí?
Along those who have not because of their young age.
Wọ́n ní nítorí pé wọ́n ti kéré jù àwọn ọmọ bíi 8 years 9 years wọ́n ti kéré jù pé táwọn la máa fi dúró fún wọn
Their
Rasulullah.
waiting period is 3 months.
Rasulullah wọ́n ní ó wá sọ wípé oṣù mẹ́ta náà ni àwọn àtẹni tí wọ́n ṣe nǹkan oṣù wọn wípé oṣù mẹ́ta náà la máa fi wò wọ́n.
Another man asked,
Àwọn ní another person tún wá béèrè wípé Rasulullah.
what is the waiting period? Ẹ bá wa gbé ọmú sẹ́nu fine boy mi. Ẹ jẹ́ máa gbé lọ. Only what of the waiting period for the women who are pregnant?
Wọ́n
Only
ní
okay. Wọ́n ní kí ni àsìkò tá a máa fi dúró fún àwọn obìnrin wa tí wọ́n lóyún? As for those with child, àwọn tó ní ọmọ, those who are pregnant, àwọn tó lóyún, their waiting period shall be until they bring forth their baby. Wọ́n ní àsìkò tẹ́ máa fi dúró fún wọn ní títí wọ́n máa fi ṣe kíni tí wọ́n máa fi bímọ. And whosoever kept in his duty to Allah. Wọ́n lẹ́ni tó bá ń ṣe iṣẹ́ tí Allah gbé fún tó bá ń ṣe. And whoever fear Allah regarding what he has command. Wọ́n lẹ́ni tó bá ń páyà Allah nínú nǹkan tí ó pàṣẹ. It matter because easy for him. Pé Allah máa jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ kí ó ṣe sẹ́lẹ́sẹ́lẹ́sẹ́lẹ́ fún. He make his matter easy. And all said this mean he will help him to worship him well. Allah ni ó máa jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ kí ó lọ ní sẹ́lẹ́sẹ́lẹ́. Ó dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ kí ẹnìyẹn máa sìn ní kó máa jọ́sìn fún dáadáa bí ó ṣe wù. So ìyá mi, mo fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín, ẹ calm down nísìnyí tó bá yẹ pé ṣe dé bí bó ṣe ń gbóná ẹ fẹ́ defend ẹ fẹ́ ṣe. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ wà sincere according to àwọn ìwé tẹ́ ẹ kà, according to ẹ̀kọ́ tí ẹ ní. Kí ni health challenge? Ṣé mo lè pè ní health challenge tí ó lè occur tá bá ń bá ọmọ kékeré sùn?
So that's a totally different question, okay? But in the context of this waiting period,
Oh
that
my goodness.
yes, I'm going to analyze. To buy a question lọ́wọ́ mi tí ó wà related mọ́.
Ẹ bá mi kí ni health implication?
Ẹ là wá lóye mà, ẹ là wá lóye àwa tá a mọ̀
So
kankan.
there are so many health implications nínú pé kí ọmọ bá ọmọ kékeré sùn. The first thing is it a consensual thing like àwọn Hausa wà tó jẹ́ pé they are still in that Nigeria, they still follow the Quran, they practice the religion, they have a lot of complications also due to maybe kí wọ́n máa ní bí àwọn fistula tó yẹ pé bí ibi tó ti ń tọ̀ àbí ti ibi tí vagina tó máa já together ìyẹn wà ń bẹ̀. The emotional implication.
Ẹ bá wa explain dáadáa, ojú ara yẹn á já mọ́ ìdí àbí?
Ajamo. So usually the vagina itself leads to the uterus, but between the vagina, ibi téèyàn ti ń yàgbẹ́ ìyẹn wà ní ẹ̀yìn, ibi téèyàn ti ń tọ̀ ó wà níwájú. So because the vagina itself has to be well lubricated kó tó di pé intercourse occur, the vagina is very expansible, ó lè fẹ̀. But tí wọ́n bá ní emotional connection before that sexual intercourse, the vagina will not be well relaxed. And so tó bá fi forceful entry.
Emotional connection.
Emotional connection because.
Hold on, ìyá mi. Ẹ gẹ́rẹ́ mi tẹ́ má bínú. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé ọmọdé ṣó ti lè secrete
I'm not
hormone?
talking in the context of ọmọdé. I repeat again, I'm talking in the context of the health implication.
Ọmọdé là ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí
Ọmọdé
báyìí náà.
Yes, so
Ọmọdé là ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí.
let me finish what I'm saying.
Oh my
So
goodness.
tí wọ́n bá ní emotional connection mean pé orú ọmọdé yẹn ó lè má consent.
Hello,
kind of
mommy.
relationship.
Ẹ má bínú. Tẹ́ bá ń sọ̀rọ̀
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n
emotional
sọ̀rọ̀.
hold on. At least obìnrin
I'm
ni mí.
talking based on my skill.
Hold on,
Based-
hold on, ma. Tẹ́ bá ń sọ emotional connection, èmi ti dó èèyàn rí tó yẹ pé mi ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ láti ṣe kò dẹ̀ ìyẹn ò já ìdí mi papọ̀ so ẹ má lọ
Because
síbẹ̀
you
yẹn.
are older,
Now,
because your
hold on now.
vagina.
So don't bring that to this conversation.
Okay, you're asking me a question.
So now,
Then
hold on,
if you want me to
hold on,
answer the
Yami,
question
hold on,
the
ma.
way you want
Hold
to
on,
understand it, and I
hold
will
on,
not.
hold on now. Mo wá fẹ́ béèrè another one. Kí ni ṣé ọmọdé ṣó ti lè secrete hormones tó máa lè jẹ́ kó enjoy nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ emotional connection yẹn? Ṣó ti lè secrete hormones yẹn tó máa lè jẹ́ kó tiẹ̀ ní ìgbádùn sex? Ṣó ti lè secrete hormone tó máa fi enjoy that sex? Ṣó ti lè secrete? Answer me, ma. Ṣọmọdé ṣé hormone ẹ̀ ṣé ó ti tó àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ tó ti bàlágà yẹn ṣó
Okay,
ti lè
so
secrete?
that's what I'm trying to understand. That's what I'm telling you. I used the first statement. I said consensual. Okay? Ọmọ kékeré ń dóra wọn. Let's say that way. So consensual means pé it's not. Let me. You can't cut me off.
Madam, do you even know what you are
can't
saying?
Listen to me. You can't cut me off mid-sentence. Let me make a statement. Tẹ́ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹjọ́ lọ́wọ́ mi, as a result of the last person I was explaining to said, please tell us the health risk. That was what I was trying to explain. And I was explaining that health risk without an age indication. So is that what you want? I'm not a nurse. You are mistaken. I'm not a nurse. I'm a double board certified physician. I'm very happy that I'm in this discussion. But if you people will listen to other people's opinion, that would be better. I was very interested in
tó bá ṣe wípé kinní kò sí ọ̀ tó béèrè iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ yín. Èmi mo ṣe wà yìí, mo ti wà lórí TikTok for years. Kò sẹ́ni bọ̀ tó mọ̀ nǹkan tí mo ṣe.
Okay, reason tell me profile mi ò níṣẹ́ yẹn.
Hold on, ma. Yàjà mi jẹjẹjẹjẹjẹjẹ. Ẹ kàn pariwo ni.
Mi ò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Má bú mi. Just
listen. Má bú yín kò sẹ́ represent obìnrin dáadáa.
Èmi ò ní bú ẹ, but mo fẹ́ pé kó máa listen to other people's opinion. We must not agree. Okay? We must not agree.
Kí Sheikh Mayash kan continue.
But ẹ jẹ́ ká listen sí ara wa. We must not agree. This is just an intellectual challenge.
Sheikh Mayash, are you there?
It's an intellectual challenge. The reason I said that concept, the one Timo Kanye, Tony waiting period, then that was the reason I disclosed my identity so that you understand where I'm coming from. I do not need anybody's praise. I just want you to get that clear.
Because what you said in context of pé ẹ̀ ń ṣe kò wà relevant sí cause kò wà relevant sọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí cause kò mú ọpọlọ dání for you calling yourself.
Okay, that is what you think. But the waiting period I was talking about, that particular passage was using the word 3 months. And I understood that very well.
We know, that's what we are talking about.
So, but you keep bringing in the issue of an 8-year-old, which was out of context. Okay, so if you are bringing that,
okay,
are you telling me?
Yeah, mo kàn fẹ́ ẹjọ́ mi ṣe ẹjọ́ 1 minute. Madam Princess, mo wà very sure pé àwọn conversation wa yìí wọ́n máa cut it out, and I will want you. I will tag you. I'll follow you. I will tag you.
Don't follow me. If you follow me, I will
tag you to come and listen to yourself. All this conversation.
Yeah, I'm telling you again.
Are going to listen.
I'm telling you again that you are quoting this verse
allow me to land.
Okay? I'm not telling you that an 8-year and
Madam, allow me to land. I'm repeat. Ẹ máa wá gbọ́ conversation. Ẹ máa take time yìí. Ẹ máa wá padà gbọ́ conversation yìí. Big Joyce kò sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. She herself said. She said she has agreed already that her own child. Ó ti sọ wọ́n láwọn lè fi ọmọ wọn.
Based on that time's norm. Okay? Don't put words into my mouth. I'm more educated than you. Okay,
you are more educated.
I said, yes, I'm more educated than you. Listen to me.
You are
listen to me. Listen to me.
You listen to me. You listen to me, you are more educated. What kind
Ọmọ
of
ẹ pé mi
educated
ò
are
bu
you?
ẹ, ọ̀rọ̀ là ń sọ, mi ò dẹ̀ mọ
Big
reason
Joes,
tó máa búyàn.
Big Joes,
Ọ̀rọ̀
Big
ni à
Joes,
ń
Big
sọ.
Joes.
I'm not sure why you are
Ìgbà tó ń fẹ́ máa
attacking my
prove bẹ́ni pé
personality.
àwọn mọ̀
Big
nǹkan
Joes,
ni.
Big Joes,
Eh,
ẹ
bí
mú
àyẹn ló ń
ẹ
tẹ́
má
lára,
worry.
I can't tell. But
Princess
you're not
Enisu,
going.
Princess Enisu ẹjọ́, ẹ mú
Let
Big
them
Joes
ọ̀rọ̀.
tó
stop
bèrè biography
abusing.
wọn, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ka biography.
Let them stop
Big Joes, ẹ̀yin
abusing.
náà ti mọ̀ pé àgbo tẹ́ ń fún àwọn èèyàn tẹ́ bá ti ń fún wọn báyìí wọn máa jà lára wọn. Ẹ ní sùúrù, ẹ má bínú Big Joes. Ìyá mi àti sọ yín náà má bínú. Princess ẹ ní sùúrù. Àwọn ìyá wa ti bá
Mi
yín
ò
sọ̀rọ̀.
bínú, I'm just talking.
Ẹ ní sùúrù lẹ mute. Àwọn ìyá wa ti bá yín sọ̀rọ̀. A dẹ̀ ti gbọ́ gbogbo conversation kan tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ sọ. So jẹ́ kí ẹ gẹ́rẹ́ mi tì. Ẹ bá wọn sọ kọ́ tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ bá wọn sọ kí n tó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ṣe.
Princess,
Yes.
ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa. Ẹ dẹ̀ kú iṣẹ́. And I'm glad you said you are a practitioner. Now, kí ni nǹkan tí wọ́n ń pè ní Sunnah Ànábì? Ma,
Those
what
are
is the
just
idea?
those are practices, okay? I'm not sure why.
Ẹ má pàpà gun ẹ̀kọ́ ṣàlàyé ní ṣókí because mi ò ní much, mi ò lọ́rọ̀ púpọ̀ láti sọ. So mo fẹ́ ká ṣe ní ṣókí because of
I'm
time.
not sure we are on the same page because I keep seeing, I'm trying to analyze a context in the things that I read, you know, and ṣé tọmọ yín ẹ lè fọmọ 8 years old. Where I live, the legal age for marriage is not 8, so that does not occur. You understand?
I get it. I
So,
get it.
I don't live in a place where
Princess
8-year-old
Enisu.
can get married. So
Princess
I'm not
Enisu.
sure why that is coming in.
Okay,
And I'm,
ẹ jẹ́ kí n béèrè nǹkan kan. Ẹ jẹ́ ká béèrè nǹkan kan gbà yẹn. Let us ask a rhetorical question. Let us assume that you live in Afghanistan,
okay.
right? And in that place, the norm is that, 6-year-old girls can have, can be married off to men who are 50 years old, 60, 40, as case might be. Would you do it?
If I live in Afghanistan, okay, in this modern world, and I know this complication, I will become an advocate to fight against such.
Okay, thank you very much.
That is what I will do.
Thank you very much. Now, Shemape, one of the key tenets of Islam is that in Koti Ànábì bá ti ṣe, right? It is anything that he does is a good thing, and you guys are supposed to follow it.
That is not true because Ànábì ò wọ mọ́tò, but gbogbo yín wọ mọ́tò and wọ plane. So what are you people telling me?
No, any suruma.
Are you not entry car? Are you not shape plane in one anytime and Ànábì? So when the people are interpreting the Quran, Joema interpreted in the context of the days when it was done.
Princess, analogy here is a false analogy. Mọ́tò yàtọ̀ sí ìwà. Ìwà yàtọ̀ sí pé mọ́tò wà mo lo mọ́tò. So that your analogy, ma'am, is false. So ẹ jẹ́ ká yẹn kúrò ńbẹ̀. Now,
can I ask you a simple question? Can I ask you a simple question? I also want to ask you a question.
You will ask me, but take any suruna. Shemo, why that she man she transversical reconstructions, man?
It can be done for a lot of things, even including multiple pregnancies. So the issue, I'm not understanding the context in which you are coming with your questions, and that is the one.
You don't need to understand. I'm taking you somewhere. And you like now. Here's the thing. In Islam, the general idea is that anything T Ànábì bá ti ṣe, right? His followers must be able to follow it. Is that true or false?
Everybody has the ability to think and apply what they think is true or false, not verbatically. You can also apply your knowledge. That is what I'll tell you.
So, nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ fún wa sì ni wípé Mùsùlùmí o ní láti ṣe nǹkan tí Ànábì bá ti ṣe. You can do something different from what Ànábì does and you still be a Muslim.
Yes, because when you say what Ànábì does, is there a particular book, Tamani, where this is what Ànábì did? I'm just asking a simple question.
Okay,
tell me what the book is.
So how do we know what Ànábì did? We look at the Hadith. We look at the Quran.
Yes. Yes.
Good. So if Ànábì did it, and it is in the books, in any of the Muslim books that have been approved by your scholars, right? Súnà ànábì ni wípé ẹ̀yin Mùsùlùmí náà kẹ́ tẹ̀lé. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́?
That is what it says. Yes, that is what the book says. Yes.
And you are a Muslim, ma?
I used to be a Muslim. I'm not a Muslim anymore. That's what I said.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Now, in spite of the norm, Boya, in the context of Arabia in the 7th century,
Okay.
and in the context of Afghanistan today, you, as a board-certified medical practitioner, right? Can you, in any way, shape, or form, and before you answer, ma, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ rántí your Hippocratic oaths,
Okay.
your beneficence, to do no harm, right? As a practitioner, get to down question here. Can you, as a practitioner, in spite of the norm, right, share ma sọ wípé nǹkan tí ànábì ṣe yẹn npo wà right by that child who is 9 years old?
I cannot say that because I do not know the context in which the norms were made when Anobi
Mo sọ
made that.
mo sọ fún yín pé irrespective of context. Let me
Okay,
tell you something.
irrespective of context. Okay, let me answer you. Irrespective of context, okay? Every state has a legal age for marriage. So that is why Timoshe saw it.
As a medical practitioner, Thomas of pààyàn, right? The fact that you have attested to that oath and you are practicing, nǹkan tẹ́ máa sọ, nǹkan tó gbọ́dọ̀ jáde lẹ́nu yín ni wípé kò sí pé nǹkan tẹ́ nìyẹn ṣe ó wrong, ab initio, because by your calling, is not in a place pé kẹ́ do harm to other people.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, they were the reciprocity illuminati harm to other people. Right? Anything else to bá fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ around that case, so wọ́n lè wá gbé lọ lọ́kọ̀ tó lọ́kọ̀ tí lè wá sọ pé nìyẹn òun fílẹ̀. But that is for our lawyer. Ẹ̀yin as medical practitioner ma, right? Tó máa béèrè question yẹn, in fact, tó máa jí yín lójú oorun. Tí board of mi mọ state ethics practice and board tó wà ń bẹ̀, tó máa pè yín pé nǹkan báyìí ṣẹlẹ̀. In fact, cause of 2000 years ago ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Based on your knowledge and your training, ó yẹ kẹ́ mọ̀ irú dáhùn tẹ́ máa gbọ́dọ̀ fún wọn. Irú dáhùn yẹn ni mo fẹ́ kẹ́ fún wa.
Okay, so again, I'll go back to what I said before. The society determines the norm.
I understand that.
So when the society, your norm, that was the first statement I made when I started working.
Yami, okay. That's why I sọ fún yín pé táwọn kan bá wà níbì kan tí wọ́n pé wọ́n máa ń para wọn ni. Even today, you as a practitioner tó máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín wípé ṣé bí wọ́n ṣe ń para wọn yẹn wípé ṣó tọ́ ṣó wà right irrespective of the context. Kí lẹ máa down.
I will not. My question would be to really find out what happened. I'm not saying you see.
Investigation.
I'm not. Then I will not judge. I will not judge what I don't know. I will not make a judgment on what I don't know.
Okay.
I will only make a judgment on what I know.
Well. Yeah,
there's nothing you can say, but I will not make a judgment on what I don't know.
There's no need for me to say anything, ma.
Okay, thank you.
One thing is this, right? I think we're going to think, right? Those of you who are in the States, you have heard what she has to say. She has said it convincingly that in spite of anything, even where by her training, in court, wrong. By her training, she's supposed to say it is wrong. She can now leave the case to our lawyers. Kí wọ́n wá lọ sọ bí wọ́n fẹ́ convict ẹni yẹn ni o, bí wọ́n fẹ́ release ìyẹn o conductor.
Yeah, but you know that you don't think the way I think, so you need to put everybody's perspective, okay? And so my take home from everything we've been talking about.
No, I'm done. You mean to are done, but you say so statement me, and I'll leave you alone. So, if you are in the States, right? Our princess, she's a medical practitioner. Element states you want him practice, but there are things that the board would like to hear because one can understand why someone who is a board certified practitioner, board certified, she said, double board certified FCAP, I don't know what other distance she has, right? Why she's going to say that on a live in public.
So what did I say? Can you please quote what I said?
No, I don't need to quote anything.
Okay, I didn't say anything, and you can record it again. And I did not say anything. But I didn't say anything.
Bàbá mi
Please.
ẹgẹ mi ti ṣe
Big
tán.
Joes, ẹ tẹ̀síwájú pẹ̀lú wọn.
Okay,
That's all I wanted to.
gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ kóòtù òjíire, ìdí tí ètò ìfi wà ńlẹ̀ náà nìyẹn. Ká bá lè mọ the dangerous tí ẹ̀sìn ti cause to people brain. So, Allah ó fi ọwọ́ sí kí a máa dó ọmọdé kẹ́ máa fẹ́ wọn. Àwọn bàbá wa dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ nǹkan kó tó di pé sáyẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbogbo àwọn kìíní yẹn gan. Wọ́n ti mọ̀ nǹkan tí ó lè the health implication tó wà nù ẹ̀. Ànábì Muhammad tó gbé ẹ̀sìn òṣìlámùyìnwá náà òun náà practice ẹ̀. So ní ilẹ̀ wa àwa ò fẹ́ àwọn ìwà burúkú ìwà àlà. Now from the conversation ta ní pẹ̀lú ìyá princess wọ́n sọ wípé ó ti wà updated. That mean àwọn èèyàn America people tí wọn kì í ṣe adẹ́dá they are more wise than Allah. Àwọn other country tó rí wípé ẹ má máa fẹ́ ọmọdé o nǹkan báyìí ló lè ṣe they are more knowledgeable wọ́n ní ìmọ̀ science than Allah tó ń claim pé òun dá gbogbo ayé. Now Ànábì Muhammad ṣe fẹ́ ọmọdé ẹja káàdì tí ìyá mi ancestor àbí
Níbí báyìí o, ẹ bá wa gbé sókè o.
ẹ bá wa gbé sókè.
Wọ́n ní ìyá ńlá wa Aisha tí bàbá wa fọkó bá lé ọmọ wọn jẹ́ tí wọn ò bímọ tán fi kú, àwọn ni wọ́n gbá àyà yìí wá.
Ìyá yín mélòó?
Ìyá ńlá wa ìyá princess that the prophet married her when she was 6 years old.
Wọ́n ní Ànábì Muhammad sálàlẹ̀ wàhálà ó fẹ́ òun ní ọmọ ọdún 6.
And he consummated his marriage when she was 9 years old.
Ó dẹ̀ kó ìbásùn fún òun, ó fún òun ní dọ́gì, ó fún òun ní káógẹ̀, ó fún òun ní kẹ́sẹ̀ sókè, ó fún òun ní missionary nígbà tóun wà ní ọmọ ọdún 9.
Ó fọkó bá lé ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ ọmọ yẹn ò rọ́mọ bí tó fi kú. Ishmael said,
Ishmael wá fi kún.
I have been informed that Aisha remained with prophet for 9 years till his death.
Ó ní wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ fún òun pé Aisha ó wà pẹ̀lú ànábì fún odidi ọdún 9 kó tó di pé ànábì jẹ májèlé tó fi gbèkúrú jẹ lọ́wọ́ ẹbọra. Àwọn ìwà yìí ó ń pè é ní súnà ànábì àwọn kan dẹ̀ ń ṣe àfẹ́ ìwà òṣì àfẹ́ nílẹ̀ wa àfẹ́ kó máa dó àwọn ọmọ wa àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké kó máa dó wọn ní kéékèèké. Ìyá princess mo máa wá yín kàn níbi tẹ́ bá wà èmi máa wá yín kàn. Ẹ máa gbọ́ voice record ẹ máa gbọ́ ní meeting yín ní meeting ibi iṣẹ́ yín. Ẹ máa gbọ́ mo sọ fún yín. Voice record ẹ máa gbọ́ ní wọ́n kàn máa play a ní meeting ẹ dẹ̀ máa gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ wá sọ níbí.
Wọ́n mistura kí lẹ fẹ́ sọ sí ọ̀rọ̀ mo rí pé lọ́rọ̀ tó gbẹnu yìí kí lẹ fẹ́ sọ tí ìyá obìnrin náà ní kí lẹ fẹ́ sọ sí tí ìyá wa sọ yẹn.
Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ilé ẹ ó dàn. Ṣẹ́rí mi ní ìṣù pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí ìyá yẹn sọ o to be sincere. But ó ṣe dókè ó wá ń sọ you are a doctor. Ta ló béèrè nǹkan tó ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀? Who ask you? Who ask you what you are doing?
What I feel as a lady, and she's
Don't give a fuck on what you do. Defending child marriage.
She's
And
one
you
of
call
those
yourself
people that they're already blinded with this our Islam, this thing. And even though she's blinded with her profession alone, pẹ̀lú àwọn proof yẹ kó ti mọ̀ pé why would you say what she said that ká ní pé ọmọ òun ní as at time ìgbà yẹn òun máa jẹ́ kí ọmọ òun ṣe that's not good for a woman to say for an abiyamọ like abiyamọ ni so kò yẹ kó sọ
and a medical doctor for that matter.
àbí o.
So mo kí gbogbo ilé o, mo
So
kí
ẹ̀yin
gbogbo
tẹ́ sọ
ẹ̀yin
pé
màmá
bóyá
mi
mo
o.
wà mo ń bè mo ń ṣe kinní.
Just
Màmá
big
mi
just
ní
big just
sùúrù,
you
ẹ ní
hold nobody
sùúrù.
explanation, you hold nobody
Big Joe,
explanation.
ẹ ní
Doctor,
Spare
sùúrù,
me, spare me
ẹ ní
that. You
sùúrù,
don't need anybody. And tí o bá
ẹ
ti
ní
tẹ́ lọ́rùn
sùúrù.
kan lọ tẹ̀fẹ̀ nu. You hold
Màmá
nobody
Big Joe.
explanation.
ìyá
Please.
sẹ̀ǹtì ọ̀ ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ bàbá mi dẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ má bínú mo ti fẹ́ try àti sọ̀rọ̀ látàárọ̀ so nǹkan tí mo kàn ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni princess ti sọ̀kalẹ̀ ìyá Big Joe ẹ kó ohun àti àṣẹṣe ọ̀nà mo rò pé àwọn èèyàn wa tán ti máa ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ìgbà tó bá jẹ́ for the first time ó máa ń rí bákan bákan lára wọn so kò jọ wá lójú nǹkan tá a kàn fẹ́ fàyọ̀ ń bẹ̀ náà ni wípé ìyá yẹn kò really understand nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ kò get ara so ẹ máa rí pé gbàgbọ́ tó tàn
àṣẹ òrìṣà ẹ má defend ìyá yẹn ẹ kò sọ̀rọ̀ yín ẹ má
kò sí
defend
nǹkan
wọn.
tó
Asha,
mi
no,
ò
please
define
don't say that
ẹ
because
má sọ
she
pé wọn ò mọ
oh
wọn ṣe bébì
hold on, Asha
wọn ṣe
Orisha,
bébì.
and that
ẹ
is
ní
what I've
sùúrù
come to
náà
say.
ṣé ká sọ̀rọ̀ ní àbí
Hold
ká má
on, no,
sọ̀rọ̀
ọkùnrin
àṣẹ òrìṣà ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀.
ọkùnrin ní please,
ìyá múlẹ̀
ọkùnrin ní Asha Orisha,
àṣẹ
ọkùnrin
òrìṣà
ní
ẹ má
this
sọ̀rọ̀.
lady
Ọmọ ìyá
actually
yín jẹ.
gbogbo àwọn ọmọ
má
tí
mú tì mí o don't be rude to me.
ọkùnrin ní Asha Orisha ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo bẹ̀ yín ni ẹ hold on mo máa bọ́lẹ̀nsì mo ń sùn ní but orun yẹn wà. That lady actually ó gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó wà ní environment àti ìlú tó wà ní duty of care. Tí wọ́n bá mọ ibi tó wà ní ó yẹ kán lọ question ẹ̀. Can you ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa cut ibẹ̀ yẹn gogogogo kẹ post ẹ̀. It's so disheartening. This is so disheartening. So you're supporting child marriage, child molestation. Kai. Or ayarin mi. Okay, eka rosa. I'm going back to bed, Gbogbole.
ok gbogbo lé o. nǹkan tí mo try láti fẹ́ ṣàlàyé ni wípé ó
àṣẹ
ń
òrìṣà
sọ̀rọ̀ bí
rest
àgbẹ̀
àṣẹ
pé
òrìṣà
ọwọ́
rest
ibẹ̀
náà
yẹn nìkan náà ni
àṣẹ
táìmù yẹn
òrìṣà
nìkan
rest
mọ̀
ẹ fi mátà ilé ńlẹ̀.
ké kí ló máa já yín bọ́ o
ẹ wá já mi bọ́ màá jẹmu yín ẹ fi mátà ilé.
kí ni báyìí nísìnyí ṣé táìmù yẹn nìkan ni kíní yẹn wà valid ipe kan ọ̀gbọ́n dẹ̀ tún ń ṣe nìsín bìkọ́ kàn sọ wòròwòrò lẹ́nu ni so ó rò pé kíní yìí o táìmù ànábì nìkan náà wọ́n ṣe àwọn kan ṣètò ẹ̀ka bílérè èèyàn mélòó ló tún ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ before ànábì àwọn mélòó wọ́n tún ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn so ká wo pàrẹ́tẹ́jì àwọn èèyàn tó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tánàbì kó ànábì tó ṣe àtàwọn tó ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí ká wo nǹkan tó wá ń sọ wípé ọ̀wọ́ táìmù yẹn torí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn pé táìmù yẹn nìkan yẹn ó ṣiṣẹ́